Hi everyone, it's been a while. So we have now our lesson for the third quarter in Mathematics 8. So hello graded students, welcome to this class. And for this video, I'm expecting you're done answering the pre-assessment, okay? And if you're done, let's proceed. If you're not yet done, you answer the pre-assessment first, okay? Go to your respective classroom. Let's start. So our topic is triangle congruence for this week. And with this, I'll share with you our most essential learning competency, which is you students are expected to illustrate triangle congruence. So this is easy. Let's start. So for your learning activities, let's define first what is a triangle. This is just a recall of prior knowledge. Since elementary, you know what is triangle. Okay? So a triangle from Oxford Languages. It is a plane figure with three straight sides and three angles. And in geometry, it is a closed two-dimensional shape with three straight sides. Okay? So look at that. Triangles. Let us begin this lesson by finding out what congruent triangles are. Okay? As you go over the activities, keep this question in your mind. When are two triangles congruent? So every time you see triangles in your surroundings, wherever you are, at home, in your school, in social medias. So when are we going to say that the two triangles are congruent? So let's define what is congruent. So congruent meaning of figures identical in form or coinciding exactly when superimposed. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Now, what is the symbol for congruence? This is the symbol. Always remember that. Okay? Two equal sign, and then above the equal sign is the approximate symbol, meaning congruence. It shows or expresses congruency between two figures. So, we're talking about triangles in this video. So, what is the symbol for triangle? Of course, the triangle itself. So later on, you have the example, this one. So we have two triangles named as triangle ABC. How do we read it? How do we read this? Triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, so here are the two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So let's do the investigation. When are we going to say that these two triangles are congruent? So we will do the matching the vertices of two triangles. What are the vertices? A, B, C, D, E, F. Those are vertices of these two triangles. So for the first triangle, triangle ABC, we have three vertices, A, B, C. And then for the second triangle, D, E, F. So we're going to match, let's say A to be matched to D, or A to be matched to E, A to be matched to F. So we call that corresponds. Okay, so here is the first match. Triangle ABC corresponds to triangle EDF, meaning A corresponds to E, B corresponds to D, and C corresponds to F. Okay, that is the first match. So we have the second match, which will be triangle ABC corresponds to triangle EFD, meaning A corresponds to E, then B corresponds to F this time, and C corresponds to D. And lastly, triangle ABC corresponds to DEF. A corresponds to D. This is the symbol of correspondence, that double-headed arrow. Okay? Then B corresponds to E, C corresponds to F. So, this time, among these, the third match is the match wherein we can say these two triangles are congruent because the vertices are being paired, okay, correctly, and they are congruent, as you can see. when we match these two triangles, let's say we superimpose them, we will see that they are the same, identical in form, meaning they are congruent, same size, same shape, everything. Okay. Okay, which of the pairings are the two triangles congruent? Okay, the third match. ABC corresponds to DEF. Therefore, triangle ABC are congruent, okay, with triangle DEF. So, to answer our question, two triangles are congruent if their vertices can be paired and corresponding angles are congruent. Also the corresponding size. So if they have the same size and shape and when all corresponding sides and interior angles are congruent, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. Okay, always remember that. So an example, let's say this, corresponding congruent parts. So we have triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, so what are the corresponding congruent parts? The congruent angles are angle A is congruent to angle D, then angle B is congruent to angle E, then angle C is congruent to angle F, and then angle, then this time congruent sides, side AB is congruent to side DE. You follow me? Then side BC is congruent to side DE, no, EF, and then side AC is congruent to side DF. Take note of the markings. These markings, okay, those lines, meaning that they are congruent. Okay, we have one and then two markings, then three lines. Okay, for the angles, we have the curved lines. Okay, to mark as to show that or to illustrate, to express that they are congruent. Okay, take note of that. You need to put markings on it. It is always correct that you put markings on it to imply that they are congruent. Another example, given triangle TJM and NIA, triangle NIA. So, given this time are the measures, and then the angle measures and the length of each side. So, we have 60, 30, and then 90, 7, 5, 3. So, we're going to identify 6 pairs of corresponding congruent parts, which are, of course, the congruent sides. We have TJ is congruent to side NI. Okay? We have 3 and 3. Okay? Their measures are the same. Take note, when you write segment TJ, you can also write it as segment JT. Pwede silang magpalit. JT, TJ, NI, IN. Still, they are the same. Okay? And the rest, that's it. Then congruent angles, angle T, then angle M, angle J, and angle I. Angle M is congruent to angle A. Okay? So, and then after all this, just answer the learning task. You can see this PowerPoint or in PDF format in your Google Classroom as well. Check the lesson material. Learning task 1, learning task 2, learning task 3. Then you do the performance task for week 3 and week 4. Week 3 and week 4, meaning you have 2 weeks to do this. And then here's the rubric, just follow this. You will be graded accordingly in your creativity, stability, and mathematical reasoning of your design. This will be 12 points in all. And then additional performance task, 3 points. This is the reflection part. Don't forget, you need to answer the post-assessment once you're done, and if it is posted already, accomplish the exit ticket on or before the due date. Why? Because late submission this time will get 1 point deduction. Take note of that. Thank you very much, and I hope you learned from this video. God bless everyone. Goodbye.